Hello there once again. This is Santos Rolon Jr. here on, I was getting ready to say Next Level Consulting, but this is not Next Level Consulting. This is Santos Rolon Jr. on YouTube. By the way, I want to say that I appreciate you on the other side of the screen. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to share some of your time with me. I appreciate you because you're a human being. I appreciate you because you've got dreams and ambitions and you're trying to do something for yourself. Maybe you're trying to do something for your family. You're trying to do something for yourself and maybe your partner. You're in a marriage or whatever situation you may find yourself in. Today is actually Wednesday, and I'm actually sitting out here in front of Walmart, and I haven't been making a whole lot of videos lately, but I've been, and part of the reason why I haven't been making a whole lot of videos lately is because I've been deterred. I've let some circumstances and I've let some people, or maybe the influence of certain people, kind of deter me and distract me a little bit from making videos, which is my passion. Making videos is actually a form of therapy for me. It's a way for me to be able to give back. It's a way for me to be able to help change lives. As I continue to change my life every single day, as I continue to search, ask the questions, look at the situations, my businesses, look at my family structure, look at my mistakes, maybe some of my past experiences, or some of the experiences that I would like to be engaged in the future, and finances too. Finances is a big deal today. Obviously, sure that you understand that. So I'm sitting here thinking, whenever I feel an inspiration, some sort of inspiration, that's what I do. I create videos. It's hard for me, once that inspiration leaves me, it's hard for me to make the video on those thoughts or that topic that I'm kind of thinking about. It's strange how it happens, but it is what it is. And I truly love being in front of the camera. I love motivating and I love encouraging people to think, to do things differently, to search, to dig deep down inside themselves and ask questions. Because, I think we all truly want to be happy. I think we all truly want to have more money. I think we all truly want to have some sort of business that we do that brings us satisfaction, that brings us a great service, a great product that actually is doing something for us, for you and I. It's really hard to promote something that you really don't believe in. I've tried to do that before, and it really didn't work out. And I talk a lot about these things in my videos. I talk about what I promote. I promote health, and I'm also now starting to promote something called digital currency or cryptocurrency, because a couple of years ago, and I've been studying the dollar because obviously I live in the United States. I've been studying the dollar, and I've been studying, coming out of the military and understanding the military a little bit, understanding our government. I began to become concerned about the US dollar. Now, I don't hold a doctorate or a master's degree in economy or anything like that. I'm not an economic strategist. But if you read and you watch videos and you study what's happened in the past, why the dollar has dropped value, what is causing all of this, inflation, and the Federal Reserve printing more money, or the banks. When you study all of that, it can easily depress you, make you depressed, especially if you are the type of person that does not have another form of currency, because they've been telling us that the US dollar is going to fail. And the truth is that fiat currency does have an end. I remember watching a video and they were talking about fiat currencies of the past and how those fiat currencies only lasted so long. And we're at that point. We're at that point where we're really looking at the US dollar and we're realizing that the US dollar has lost a tremendous amount of value, and it is losing more value because of inflation, because of overprinting. And there's many other aspects that it would be too much information for me to get into of what's really happening with the US dollar. So I decided to get into digital currency. I decided to look into that. I remember a couple years ago I bought into Bitcoin. I had an account with Bitcoin and I didn't pay any attention to it. I basically listened to people on the internet, maybe read a blog, maybe went to a video, whatever, talking about Bitcoin being a scam and that it was going to amount to nothing. But I had an account. I remember I bought into an account some time ago and I just let it go. You know that Bitcoin over the last several years had one coin of Bitcoin was worth up to, I think, $1,200 at one point. Imagine if you would have invested $200 or $300 into Bitcoin and just sat on it for 3 or 4 or 5 years. Of course, Bitcoin has dropped down. I think it's somewhere near $600 now. It has dropped down, and that's because of a lot of Bitcoin is a digital currency. It's a cryptocurrency. It's a medium of exchange. You can buy goods. You can sell Bitcoins. You can trade Bitcoins, and in fact, I think you can still mine for Bitcoins. But I understand that the process is a lot more difficult today than it was about 5 or 6 years ago, because Bitcoin has been around for almost 7 years. So, Santos, what are you getting at with all this stuff about Bitcoin and digital currency and cryptocurrency? Well, I talked about earlier, I was really kind of down on myself because I thought about investing in gold and I thought about investing in silver because, as we study world events, as we study economy, as we study our government, as we study military events, and what's happening with banks and terrorists and money laundering and all kinds of terrible things that are going on with the US dollar, we have to really start thinking about where we want to go with when it comes to finances. We could leave money sitting in a bank. We can invest. And of course, if you leave money sitting in a bank, it's basically you're that's not a very smart thing, because money in a bank is actually losing value. We have to learn to take the money that we have and invest it in something worthwhile, something that is a well-calculated risk, so that we can hedge against the dollar if indeed we are here to see the dollar, the fiat currency. And it doesn't need to be just the US dollar. It could be the yen, it could be the what they call the yen, the euro, or the peso, other kinds of fiat currencies at one time or another, or at one time they are going to fail. That's why a lot of people are investing in gold, they're investing in silver, and a lot of people today are also investing in digital currency, which is a new form of currency, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the leader. Bitcoin paved the way for new currencies, and I believe there's over 170 or up to 170 different types of cryptocurrencies out there already, and many of them are being used, many of them. So of course, with all of this new cryptocurrency and digital currency, there's a lot of Ponzi schemes, and there's scams, and there's all kinds of things going on. So you and I need to educate. We need to educate ourselves in what would be the best hedge against fiat currency. And it just so happens that I have some very valuable information to share with you. Below this video, there's going to be a description. There's going to be a couple of links. There's going to be a phone number, a 3-minute recorded phone call that you can listen to if you want to educate yourself, completely free. You don't have to spend a dime. In fact, I'm going to give you all of that information. It's going to be below this video. And I highly encourage you to take a look at what it is that I'm sharing in this video. I'm glad I did, because I had a small investment a couple of weeks ago that just kind of blew up on me. It blew up in a great way. You know, I mean, where else can you go and invest about $700 US and turn it into $2,400 in just a very short amount of time? Now, I'm not talking about a get rich quick type thing here. It just so happened that I ended up getting involved with digital currency or cryptocurrency at the right time, and I hit what they call a split. Now, splits are good because it actually helps increase your profitability if you decide to get involved with us. And today I think we're at 253 million people strong. We're in about 195 different countries around the world. We're safe. We're something called part of the blockchain. Terrorists, money launderers, and people that desire to do wicked things with money cannot tap into the system of currency that we're using, that I'm learning about and that I'm sharing in this video, that I'm encouraging folks to really investigate. So I didn't plan on going in this direction with this video, because I really wanted to talk about joy and happiness and just being ourselves, learning to be ourselves, learning to think for ourselves instead of just letting people do the thinking for us. You know, people do the thinking for other people all the time. We become regurgitators. You hear people saying things sometimes that you know they did not do their homework. They're repeating what somebody else said. And I'm inviting you to do your due diligence. I'm inviting you to take a look at the future of money. And it's not so much future because it's already here. Digital currency is the way of the future, but it's already here. Technology technology is basically every day technology is being improved upon, and digital currency is a form of technology. It might sound a little bit intimidating up front, but the more that you check it out, the more that you look into it, the more that you're going to get fired up, and you're going to realize, wow, this is something that I definitely need to look into. You know, I mean, we can't be like the proverbial turtle or the sand crab, where we think that, okay, well, we'll just stick our head underneath the sand, or we'll just burrow ourselves into the sand, and all the evil and all of these things are just going to go away, and the dollar or the fiat currency is going to start traveling in reverse. Instead of devaluating, it's going to start evaluating or increasing in value. I'm going to tell you something, my friend. The US dollar is not going to increase in value. Ever since they took gold as a backup, and the dollar basically has, the only thing that's backing the US dollar is faith, our government. belief in our government, trust in our government that they'll back up the US dollar. And of course, it's all about supply and demand, you know. And that's what basically motivates digital currency also, is supply and demand. The more people that begin to get involved with digital currency, the more of a demand will be placed on that type of coin. And let me tell you something, I'm already profiting from it in just a short matter of time. And if you want to profit from it in this down economy, because in a sense it is a down economy, even though I believe in being positive, I believe in being upbeat, I believe in staying happy, I believe in God as my creator and giving me grace, giving me the ability to be grateful every single day. We got to be smart too. We got to educate ourselves. We can't bury our heads in the sand and say it's all going to go away. It's not going to go away. You know, I don't watch the news. I don't pay too much attention to the news anymore. In a sense I do, and in a sense I don't, because the news can be very, very biased, and it can be very, very very depressing. But the truth is the truth, and we can dictate the future by looking at the past. And right now, digital currency and fiat currency has tremendous potential. I'm involved with the #1 company in the world, the fastest growing company, digital currency company in the world, and I'm proud to say that. Many people are calling us a Ponzi scheme, a scam, something that's not gonna work. I was watching a video earlier today. A gentleman by the name of Hartley, I think his first name is Ed Hartley. He was on one of our videos that we have, and we have webinars just about every day of the week. I mean, we have YouTube channels. We're getting ready to have a social media site for this particular digital currency company. We have educational packages where you can learn how to profit and how to tap into this new currency so that you have something that will hedge against any kind of currency worldwide that may collapse. And believe me, we're already beginning to see the signs of fiat currency collapsing in different areas. So I would encourage you, I would highly encourage you to check out the information that I have below. Call the number. There's going to be a 3-minute recorded number here. There's going to be a couple of videos in there. I highly encourage you to watch those videos and do your due diligence. These guys that are using us, using our name and calling us Ponzi, you know, obviously they're using us to get traffic to their websites. There's a lot of financial institutions, there's a lot of financial companies, there's a lot of people that are shaking in their boots because they see the power, and they see, you know, 253 million people and growing every day is not something to shake a stick at. And Ed Hartley, who is a financial accountant, this is a guy that's been around for a little bit. He studies money. He's a financial accountant. He got in. And there's many people that are getting involved with us. Obviously, as I mentioned, 253 million. Some of these people are millionaires. Some of them are billionaires. And then some of them are just regular, everyday working folks that are trying to save money, make money, invest in something that they can have a hedge against inflation if we're here for another 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 years. I'm telling you, my friend, I highly encourage you to get educated, to study with us. You can create a free account if you decide to do that. All you have to do is touch base with me. But listen to the information. Take a look at the information in the description box of this video. And then if you decide that you want to speak to me a little bit more, you want to get in touch with my business partner who has done very well. He's he became a millionaire. He became a millionaire within, I think, less than 16 months or 17 or a year and a half. That's not bad. He used to be a waiter making $40,000 a year. Well, I'm telling you, this is something very exciting. I didn't plan on making this video as long as I have been, but you know what the heck, this is me, this is who I am. Frankly, I don't give a darn what people say about Santos. You should make your videos shorter. Maybe I should make them longer. You should do this to your video, you should do that to your video, you need to do SEO to your, you know what, frankly, I don't care about none of that. I make this video, I'm going to put it on my YouTube site, I'm going to promote this video, and you know what, there's going to be people out there that are going to relate to exactly what I'm saying. You know, I'm not filthy rich, okay? I don't really care to be filthy rich. I want to be rich, I just don't want to be filthy. And again, if you're looking for something to hedge against the dollar, if you want to get involved with the people that are educated, that are getting educated, that are learners, that are willing to get involved with what we call the seventh disruption, digital currency, cryptocurrency. And once again, it's the way of the future. I highly encourage you to check out the information below. So with that said, I'm asking you to comment below, positive or negative. I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel. I'm asking you to share this video with somebody. And if you want to connect with me, you got some questions, you want to ask me, you want to pick my brain, or you know, maybe you want me to pick your brain. I'm open to do that. This is Santos Rolon Jr. here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, working on making every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day, daily, in spite of and because of. I encourage you to do the same thing. I'll see you at the top on my very next video. And once again, I'm highly encouraging you to check out the information in the description area of this video.